days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.
34 charges, 34 felony counts of falsifying business records so far. 13 of the 34 guilty, probably more of them. The indictment that was unsealed, Trump, of course, has been on trial. He knew he was going to be guilty, which is why he's been talking about witch hunts and having everybody like Tim Scott and his mother come out and say that. We call it the hush money trial because he paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 through his attorney, Michael Cohen, to Stormy, who Melania was pregnant at the time that he had sex with her. It was consensual, even though she can't say for sure that she wanted to do that. Anyway, according to the case, defendant Donald J. Trump repeatedly and fraudulently falsified New York business records to conceal the criminal conduct that hid damaging information from the voting public during his 2016 presidential election. So it wasn't even about the hush money as much as it was falsifying the documents so that the news wouldn't come out. It was already out that he was grabbing her by the pussy. But Sina, at the time, if we had known, if the public had known after the Billy Bush interview that he also had sex with a porn star that he paid off, do you think that would have had an impact?
No.
Okay, I don't either. So he went through all of that for nothing.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered given the amount of hatred, especially for Hillary Clinton at that time.
Okay, all right.
And I think it's also important to note that if this was just like before he started running for president and he paid off a porn star to not tell anyone that they had sex, totally legal, totally fine, 100%.
Right. Okay, so he's guilty on all 34 counts.
Right. You lose. Good day, sir.
I think this doesn't. I don't know if this is good.
It is gonna be the song that gets played over and over again. He is gonna talk about it's a witch hunt. They got me. They want me to be in prison. It's gonna make
right. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna use this.
But there's a lot of people in America that are gonna be disgusted that this man got, and it's not one count, 34 counts.
Right. Okay. Well, the 34 counts, if found guilty, he's going to be sentenced at a later date. There's several factors. The judge is going to consider his age. He's old. And any previous violations. He could also be fined. He could be placed on probation. He could serve prison time or some combination of the three. Each 34 counts carry a maximum sentence of 4 years. Each one carries a maximum sentence of 4 years. So 4 times 34, he could ostensibly spend, if they were being froggy, that would be interesting. Okay, 34 times 4 equals carry the 1, 136 years. 136 years. I think they should do that.
Wow. Consecutively too.
Consecutively. Why not? And a $5,000 fine for each count, which he might not be able to afford, but you said he just sold his jet, so the 5,000 times 34, that is $170,000. Maybe he can come up with that for each count.
I think a fine, probation, maybe like a day in jail and a probation.
Okay. Can a president with Secret Service protection go to jail? A Secret Service detail would go to jail with Trump.
Yeah.
Who gets that job?
Man.
This is crazy.
If the president is sentenced, the Secret Service got to go to jail with him. Like, y'all really?
Maybe Rick Ross will get hired.
They got to protect him. That's crazy.
Service.
Say what?
Maybe Rick Ross will get hired by the Secret Service to protect Trump in prison.
Oh, because he is a former security guard. Yes. Okay. Can he pardon himself if he wins? Not in this case. A president cannot pardon anyone, including himself, in a case originating in a state.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not a federal case. So if it were federal, he could pardon himself, but he's not. And of course, we know he can run for office and serve if he's in jail. The Constitution, Article 2, Section 1, Clause 5 says the candidates must be at least 35, natural born, U.S. citizen, and have lived in the U.S. for at least 14 years. It says nothing about convicted of a crime or incarceration, which is, I guess the founding fathers could never imagine a day such as this. But yet, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. All right, let's take a few calls. This is wild. I'm actually stunned. I knew he would be convicted, but I was like, I don't think it's going to matter. And I also think they're going to use the hell out of this. So Big Mike in North Carolina wants to talk about racism. I'm here for it. Hi.
Hey, Karen, how you doing, sister?
I'm good, Big Mike.
I'm looking at the correspondents on CNN, and they look like they want to cry. They act like they want to cry. I mean, you can tell what camp they in. But anyway, I digress.
Okay.
Hey, sister, we need help in North Carolina. I know you do as much as you can from the air, but we need a campaign on this end because it's a fix in. You know, I was in the and when Andrew Brown was killed in 21, Josh Stein came down to one of the churches and I asked him a question. Why did they unleash all of these police officers down here on a peaceful protest? And you know, the meeting ended. So, you know, they got up and left. Now, he's the Democrat running for governor. And he couldn't answer one question. I'm not even a journalist, sister. And he couldn't answer one question. The whole entree got up from the church and left after the question. So I'm saying we got work to do to get these clowns. And then you got Josh Stein, right? I don't know. He's not my choice, but I'll have to go with him. But in the same breath, I'm still going to ask him the question again when I see him. It's not going to be, you know, he got up and walked out on me. I ain't going to never forgive him for that. But this boy Robinson,
Mark Robinson is very problematic. He doesn't want women to have the right to vote, or he thinks the world would be better if, you know, men took the lead there. And that alone would be problematic for me. I need to have my own right to say what I need to say. That said, yes, North Carolina is one of those states. You know, my mama lives there. I love North Carolina. I love the people there. You know, I like North Carolina in terms of where it's even situated. And it has some amazing lawmakers, and then it has some problematic, ignorant people as well. But, bro, yes, I was listening to Clay today, and he said he was talking to somebody, a friend of his, and they're in North Carolina, and they said that their mother and aunt, that they don't vote, and there's nothing, and it's not even, you know, they're not disillusioned. They just don't feel like they need to do it. It's just and there's nothing you could do to make them. And I feel like we're in that space where people are just resigned to just sit this one out. And that's what I'm fearing. So, Cena, I don't know what you're feeling. Thank you, Big Mike.
I don't think they're going to be sitting this one out. I think reproductive rights are on the ticket in a lot of states. I think once things get closer, remember, Trump, because of this trial, has not been out in the news and on the campaign trail. We haven't heard how terrible he is. All we've seen is how Biden has handled the Middle East. And so that's a predominant.
Okay, so you're wrong. And again, I will remind you that you also thought that Hillary Clinton was going to win in 2016, and you also couldn't imagine. Yeah, you didn't think Trump was going to win the nomination. I remember this, Cena. Don't revisit history. Don't do it. Don't do it, sir.
Did I say that Trump was going to win the nomination?
Yeah. Yep. I keep records because I was one of the few people saying he could win, and nobody thought that. And I was like, he could win.